Hello everyone. I am going to go over the pros and cons regarding the Smith & Wesson MMP 2.0 4.25 inch barrel in 9mm. This is a California compliant version. It's been safety checked, nothing in the chamber, no magazine. The magazine has snap caps. So I'm gonna begin with my personal experience and my first con. So my first con is the spring in this 10th round magazine. So if you didn't watch my previous video, I talked about this. So this spring, according to Smith & Wesson, it's a high capacity spring. Well, what does that mean? That means that this spring is meant for a 17 round magazine, not a 10 round magazine. So why is it a con? Well, it's a con because it's hard to load the 10th round. I mean, it's difficult if you're trying to load this by hand. So I'm gonna demonstrate here. So again, snap caps, right? I'm gonna use a mag loader and I have 6 snap caps in here and I'm gonna load 4 more to make it 10. So number 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't go in. Well, let's apply more pressure. Nothing. More pressure. There you go. 10th round. I struggled there. I don't know if you saw my hand shaking a little bit, but the only way to get 10 rounds in there is with this mag loader. Okay, so that's my con right there regarding this magazine spring. But, you know, in my previous video, I talked about hoping or that wish that Smith & Wesson in their 2025 models that are optic ready, released in California, that they put a 10 round spring into this magazine. But they didn't do that, unfortunately. So the reason I know is because my buddy bought the same firearm that I have and he has the same issue. I mean, come on, Smith & Wesson, we're already limited to 10 rounds. I mean, trying to give us a spring for high capacity that limit us to 9 rounds? Come on. I mean, give it that I can still put the 10th round, but I mean, it's a struggle. All right, well, that's my first con. My second con is the grip. So for concealed carry, this grip irritates my skin. Additionally, at the shooting range, after 100 rounds, this grip irritates the palm of my hand and leaves a stinging sensation. So it's a con for, again, concealed carry. You know, I wanted to carry this in the winter, but it just irritates my skin. And then at the range, you know, I wanted it to be a fun range gun, but it irritating the palm of my hand took that away. So that's my second con. My third con is this thumb safety here. Okay. So why is it a con? Well, to me, this 1911 thumb safety, I engage it at times. And when I am about to release the slide, here we go, thumb up, see that? I engage it. Okay? And to me, that's a liability. Or it also can be used to that I'm shooting firearms without any thumb safety. And I already got used to that. So that's why I'm engaging this one when I'm about to release the slide. That could be a possibility, right? But still a liability to me. I'd rather have no thumb safety. Now there's a way to around that, right? So the way around it is to put your thumb over this thumb safety and then push down on the slide lock to release the slide. that's the way around it. Okay, so that's my third con. My other con that I mentioned in the video, but Smith & Wesson redeemed themselves, was the optic ready slide. I had to purchase this slide separately because I bought this firearm in 2024 and Smith & Wesson, for whatever reason, decided not to release the optic ready ones in California, which I think it was for money, but whatever the case is, they did not, right? So this one is optic ready. So again, I'm glad that in 2025, everyone else can buy this firearm optic ready, because it should be the standard. I mean, especially since 2021, Smith & Wesson released their optic ready versions in other states. So that was a con, but I mean, now I'm gonna go on to my positives and I'm gonna say that's a positive, right? Right, so it's a positive now. And going back to the thumb safety, another thing is, why didn't Smith & Wesson, introduce a version like in other states without this 1911 thumb safety and with this thumb safety? I mean, that would have been great. So I don't know if Smith & Wesson tried or did not, or California just rejected them and they said, hey, you know what? You can only sell the one with this thumb safety in California. I don't know, but it would have been great, right? Or additionally, I mean, why not do one like the Shield? So this is my original Gen 1 Shield, California compliant. Again, safety checked, nothing in the chamber, no magazine. Yeah, look at this thumb safety, right? I mean, this gives you the option whether you want to carry with a thumb safety on, right, or not, or no thumb safety, right? So at least could have gave us that. I would have been happy with that. But regardless, it is what it is now. This is the only one in California. So this is what we can buy if we want this MMP 2.0. All right, so positives. So not everything's a con, right? Let's go on to the positives. So what's the positive? The trigger, all right? This is around a 5.5 pound trigger pull. Now, this is my Gen 1 Shield. In order to get that trigger pull that the MMP 2.0 has, I had to put an Apex trigger. That was the only way to get that trigger pull. So this is a positive right there. What's another positive? Well, okay, let's go to the grip again. I know I said it was a con, but it can also be a positive. For a home defense gun, this grip here is good because I can grip the gun. Home defense. I get a good grip, and also I shoot this gun well. Not that I can't shoot other guns well, but I shoot this one well. So you want a firearm that you can shoot well, right? And you want a good grip. So for home defense, in my drawer, or, you want to put it in your safe, right next to you while you're sleeping, safe box, right? There you go. Positive, right? Grip, home defense. What's my other positive? Well, my other positive is 2025, optic ready. And optic ready slide. Of course, I don't have the 2025 version, but the 2025 version comes with a loaded indicator, right? That's small. It's like this one, and this one's not small, but it's small and gold. And let me put the magazine in here to show you. And this has snap caps. Again, it's not real rounds, and no one's around me. So, okay. So back to the firearm and the loaded chamber indicator. Okay, so let's see, this loaded chamber indicator goes up, says loaded went up, right? This one's red, but the MMP 2.0's 2025 optic ready, it's small. It's like maybe like little smaller than the size of my pinky nail, and it's gold, and it's like right here, right? So that's the 2025. Now I purchased this slide separately and and let me show you here. So this one, there you go. So this one, you can see it's loaded by looking in the hole. So you just look at the hole and you can see the silver there, and you can tell it's loaded. I prefer this slide better than the 2025 version that would end up protruding up like this MMP, but gold. So I like this slide. So another thing about this slide, this one says caution, right? And it says caution, capable of firing with magazine removed. Well, actually, that's what this slide says, but I'm not able to fire with the magazine removed because it's California. And California has something called a magazine disconnect, right? And see that? Then release the magazine and I cannot fire. That's what the magazine disconnect does. It's California for you, but even though the slide says that, I still cannot fire. Welcome to California. All right, so for me, that concludes my pros and my cons. And I don't know if others have had the same experience, but these are my personal experience and my personal cons and my personal positives. So this is what I didn't like, and this is what I did like. Everyone else might have a difference of opinion, or might agree with me, or again, might disagree because of difference of opinion. But that's it, everyone.